Hello, I'm Greg Smith, and I hope this video blog will be valuable to you. We often get asked the question, do I need an attorney? And to be honest with you, if you've been issued a ticket because a tail light was out or a headlight wasn't working, you may just be able to go to court. The prosecutor might say, okay, just go fix it, bring me proof that you fixed it, and I'll drop the charge. If it's something like that, you may be okay. But even before you decide to represent yourself, I would definitely call an attorney who has dealt with that prosecutor and knows the court. Otherwise, you could be stepping into something that might surprise you. Typically, I like to tell people, what if I showed up where you worked tomorrow with no training and tried to do your job? Well, they usually laugh, and they say you wouldn't do so well. Well, now let's assume I tried to do my own roof or fix my own electrical problem instead of having a roofer or an electrician do it for me. Several years ago, I had a friend that was somewhat of an amateur come to my home, and he was going to put in a bathroom for me. Well, I wanted to help him out. I knew he was struggling financially. Well, when he was done, my wife and my oldest daughter said, "Dad, this just doesn't seem right. Let's have an electrician come in here and check things out." So we had a pro come in. He looked at the situation. He said, "Mr. Smith, this could electrocute somebody." So to make a long story short, he ripped everything out and he redid it. And so I ended up paying a lot more money than I would have if I had just done it right the first time. Now, let's assume you're completely innocent. And let's assume this is a domestic violence charge. You go in and you tell the prosecutor, "Hey, I think I'm completely innocent." The prosecutor offers you some sort of resolution, and you're offended by it because you think you're completely innocent. Now you're going to get into a little, as polite as you're trying to be, that prosecutor is probably going to be a little put off by you because she or he is looking at a police report. They work with the police department. They're assuming the police report was done properly and that the police department accurately investigated this situation. So the prosecutor is probably going to believe that you are guilty. So that can cause some tension. Then when you bring in an attorney later on because it didn't go so well, maybe that prosecutor has made a note in the file that doesn't paint you in a very favorable light. So that can be a problem. Another problem is you can go to interview a witness, and the witness can accuse you of witness tampering. So that can be very problematic. Now you're looking at a felony. So there are a lot of issues, and if you're going to structure a settlement agreement, is it going to be a diversion? Do you know what that is? Is it going to be a 402? Do you know what that is? Is it going to be a double 402? Is this person going to agree to cut probation short? Is it going to be formal probation or court probation? How about the fines? There's just a lot that goes into it. And I sit in courtrooms a lot, and I see people plead guilty, and I see sentences and so forth that just make my skin crawl, because oftentimes I'm sitting there thinking to myself, this person could have got a dismissal, or this person could have got a much better deal. I've seen people represent themselves in preliminary hearings, and it led to more criminal charges against them because it just wasn't managed well. So again, if you're a professional roofer and you want to do your own roof, great. But typically, if you're not a professional roofer, call the roofer, have the roofer do it the right way, and your house won't be leaking the first time it rains. So anyway, I'm not just trying to keep lawyers in business. If you don't have any money, the court will give you a free attorney. If you're wealthy, then you can afford an attorney. Now, if you're an hourly worker or you make about $2,000 to $3,000 to $4,000 a month and things are kind of tight, we will work with you financially. We don't even require retainers in most situations. Feel free to call me, Greg Smith, 801-651-1512, 801-651-1512, and I hope you have a wonderful day.